What's up, YouTube? It's King Vita here, and today I wanted to talk about Batman specifically. I've been wanting to make a Batman video for quite a while, but I haven't really haven't really gotten, haven't had the time for it, or time to get to do it. Excuse me, because I've had many things going on. It's been hectic. I've had to prepare for a couple reviews, a couple of videos on my main channel. I'd had to edit those videos. I have to edit those videos, and then, you know, just like I have to do this one later. And it's been a pain editing videos after videos after videos, and it's a hassle. But I do it because I love YouTube. Love you guys. But today I wanted to talk mainly about focused on Batman. Batman has been my favorite superhero since I was a kid, practically. My favorite DC superhero, my favorite Marvel superhero is Spider-Man. But yeah, I've loved Batman. So I thought of doing a Batman related video for you guys today. So we'll start with the animation section here. I have 3 Batman DVDs here. Excuse me. I have 3 Batman DVDs here, and we'll talk about each of the things that I have of Batman one by one. So this is going to be a pretty long video. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So the first one here, we have, enough of my rambling, let's get to it. Batman The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. Now, I got this Deluxe Edition on Blu-ray because this is an original animated original movie from DC Universe. And this movie is essentially what Batman would have been if he was older. You know, this movie takes place in between Batman, the animated series, and Batman Beyond. This is witness an epic journey unfold like you've never seen it before. So yeah, this right here is with the idea of the Dark Knight movies, which sadly I don't have. But I'll plan to get them soon. But basically, this is kind of like if The Dark Knight was animated. And yeah, it's pretty gritty. And you see an older Batman, you know, an older, more mature, more violent Batman, I want to say. And this is what would happen. This is basically a what-if movie. Like, what if Batman... Excuse me. What if Batman was older, potentially thought of as weaker, but, you know, trying to prove that he's not as weak as people think he is just because he's old, he's aging, you know. This movie's pretty bloody at some parts. And what's cool about this movie is this movie comes in Blu-ray and DVD. This is the DVD, this is what the DVD looks like. And the Blu-ray is the same thing except it's blue. And it does come with art cards, which I will show these off later. But yeah, this is the Blu-ray. You could see it's if I put it in the light, it's blue, where this is black. You know, this is the DVD. This is the DVD, and this is the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is black, the DVD is blue. So, there's that. And the art cards, which I will show this off right now. So you have this one here, if I could put it in a place that's brighter. Like right here. So first off, you have this card right here, which is really cool. It's Batman overlooking the city. A silhouette of Batman with the Bat logo. and lightning strikes. That is awesome. I like that one. You have this one here, which is Batman looking up at the bat signal. That's nice. Then you got Batman, Superman, which Superman does appear in this movie. He actually does appear in this movie. And you have the Joker with a bunch of guys that look like Cyclops. These guys have like sharp teeth, and they look like punk rockers. It's very, very, very hilarious when you actually look at them. Again, very serious movie, a very serious take on Batman, more than usual. But it is really funny to see these guys. And over here is an closer shot at what those guys look like. Yeah, pretty creepy. But yeah, this one is, as opposed to like this, it's sideways. Sorry, sideways. It's landscape rather than portrait, so that's cool. And on the back, they all say Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition, which kind of bummed me because I thought these were like, you know, postcards. You know, you can mail them to people, but no, they all have that same thing in the back. See, there's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, Batman: Dark Knight Returns. See, they all have the same thing in the back, which I don't know. It would have been cool if these were actual postcards. But that's still pretty cool that you actually get the, you know, at least they give you something with this. Something is obviously better than nothing, for sure. Something is obviously better than nothing. So yeah, you have that. Really, really good movie. I recommend you get it. If you can hunt this down, definitely watch it. This is a really good movie. And as for the bonus features, this movie does give you a commentary by Bob Goodman and Jay Oliva. And they give you 5 bonus cartoons. Excuse me. 5 bonus cartoons. And one thing that's cool about this is that they give you a digital... they give you excerpts, like snippets, of the digital comic from the graphic novels Batman: The Dark Knight Falls and Batman: The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. So if anybody's interested in that, really check it out. Also, there's a documentary. It's called Masterpiece: Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, which is this. This is a very good movie to watch. And if you want to know exactly how this was made, you know, and the story behind Batman and how Batman was created, right here, Batman and Me, the Bob Kane story. So this is a really, really good movie, and with some good bonus features, if you've never heard of this. You know, if anyone's never heard of Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, look it up. It's really, really good. Google it or something. Right next to that, we have Batman: The Killing Joke. This is the one. This is the movie. This movie is psychotic, to say the least. This movie is... I mean, everybody has seen The Killing Joke by now. I mean, this cover tells it all. This cover is... this cover right here is just ridiculous. I mean... Joker's taking a picture, you know, he's taking a picture with a camera. Wits? I've never heard of it. I've never even knew what that meant. But yeah, he's taking a picture with a camera, I guess to the audience, I guess. And there's like blood flying everywhere. This movie is just... It is messed up. There's a lot of, spoiler alert, there's a lot of really messed up things that happen to Barbara if you've never seen this movie. This movie is... I mean, if I actually had to categorize it, there's the cover. It's a see-through DVD. transparent DVD actually, you know, with the Joker on it. There's a DVD. There's the Blu-ray. But if I'd had to guess, just to like spoil it, it is messed up. Everything that you could possibly think happens to Barbara happens to Barbara, Batgirl. This movie is messed up to a T. And I have to say, if it's one of, if not the most horrifying, psychologically horrifying Batman movies I've ever seen. But it's really, really good. It's a great movie to watch for sure. If you're a fan of if you're a fan of the Dark Knight, great stuff. But still, not really recommended. I mean, I recommend it, but you know, if you don't want to be scared, I suggest you kind of like pass on to it unless you actually have the stomach for it. Trust me. Next, we have this one here, Batman Ninja. I have mixed feelings about this one. Let me put it here. There you go. I have mixed feelings about this movie. This movie is really weird. It's Batman in feudal Japan, and he trains with ninjas, as you could tell by the name. But for whatever reason, he uses samurai swords, and he doesn't even look like a ninja. He looks more like a samurai than he does a ninja. I like this movie. I like the concept of it. It's what if Batman was a Japanese anime rather than an American cartoon? I like it, but there's just something wrong with this movie. Here's the DVD, and here's the Blu-ray. Same kind of deal, you know, blue, and then there's black. Yeah. But there's something kind of wrong with this movie. The way they made it it's... Batman shows or Batman movies are supposed to be dark, you know, both in tone and in lighting. And, you know, the atmosphere. But this is way too colorful for me. I mean, I get it. It's a new take on Batman. But the way this is made, it really hurts my eyes. I don't know if anybody's actually... I don't know if anybody's actually suffered this... from the same problem that I have. But every time I watch Batman Ninja, I have to turn it off because it's just too colorful. It's way too bright. They have so much, what do you call it? They have so much, detail, yes. Lighting, yes. Colors, yes. Filters, that's the word I'm looking for. Filters. They have so much, like, it's so weird. It's drawn in some sort of, like, filter, but it looks like a rainbow. Like there's so much color. There's Selina Kyle, Two-Face, Gorilla Grodd, Penguin, but they look different, you know. I mean, they have, I mean, Joker is purple, but here he looks pinkish purple from the, you know, the way that this is made from too much chroma key, I guess you could say. But it's so good. This is a really good movie. It's just extremely difficult to watch because it's just, it hurts the eyes. I don't know, man. I really have no idea who thought this was a good idea to make the way that they made it. If they would have made this like the animated series, it would have been amazing. Or any other Batman movie, at least in the animated universe. But this is, I don't know, it's messed up here. And the Joker here, yeah, you know, the way the movie's made is kind of weird. But the Joker here is more disturbing than usual. You see this Joker's what do you call it? You see this Joker's origin and the way that the Joker becomes the Joker, and you find out what he did, before he became the Joker. It's scary. It's actually really scary. If anybody's actually played, more so the way it's animated, if anybody's actually played Twisted Metal before, especially uh, Twisted Metal 4, I want to say, Twisted Metal 4. If anybody's actually played Twisted Metal 4 and have actually seen the cutscenes, that's basically what this movie is. That's basically what the Joker's origin story is. The atmosphere that the Joker's origin story is going for. It creeped me out back then, still creeps me out today. It's, yeah, Batman Ninja. Definitely give it a watch, but, again, be mindful that you'll really hurt your eyes, because of the way it's animated. It's a great movie. Really ridiculous choices they used for the animation. Don't know why, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so there's that. There's the animated section. Now we'll move on to this Batman, the live-action Batman. Now over here, I have a 4 film favorites. I have a four film pack, which brings Batman, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns. And I guess we'll get started. We'll leave this one for last because I have something for this one. But we'll start with Batman and Robin. Now this movie was just, I don't know, this movie was bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze, but he's not, how should I put this? He doesn't play Mr. Freeze. It's one of those scenarios where Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is actually Arnold Schwarzenegger, because this version of Mr. Freeze is kind of goofy, because he has like one-liners. Everything he has, everything he says always has to end or start with an ice pun. I get it, he's Mr. Freeze, but I don't know, it just doesn't really work that way. Because I didn't grow up with this version of Freeze. I grew up with the animated series, the original Batman animated series, Mr. Freeze. So, I mean, I did like this movie. I liked all the movies. But let's face it, there are movies that are way better than others. This is just terrible, like straight up terrible. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Batman and Robin. This movie destroyed everything that was Batman. I did not like it. Moving on to Batman Forever. Another movie that really didn't live up to, what Batman is. I liked it. It was good for me. But this movie was, I don't know, good is too cruel of a word. I want to say mediocre. It's not bad. It's not worth watching. It's meh. But I saw it, and I thought it was decent for Batman. I do like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, a lot of people don't find Jim Carrey funny. I find Jim Carrey hilarious. Like, I think he was a very good choice for the Riddler. He gave the Riddler more of a... if anybody's actually played the Arkham games, which I have all of them, I beat all of them. But if anybody's actually played the Arkham games, this Riddler is absolutely nothing like that Riddler. This Riddler is more of like comedy, of course, because he's Jim Carrey. But he doesn't really... his riddles are funny. They made you think, whereas I don't know, I feel like the actual Riddler... the video game version, just his riddles were way too easy. But yeah, Then you got Nicholas Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones was a good Two-Face here. He was pretty good. Nicole Kidman. The whole damsel in distress doesn't really work. Chris O'Donnell. I like Chris O'Donnell as an actor. He's pretty good. And he played a really good Robin here. Same thing here in Batman Forever. Chris O'Donnell's a really good actor, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. So overall, this movie was mediocre, but it wasn't, like, that bad. As opposed to this one, Batman Returns. This movie, to me, is very forgettable because I never really watched this movie as much as, you know, these three. But, yeah, Danny DeVito is here. And Danny DeVito, I mean, Danny DeVito's a really good Penguin, but it's, I don't know. To me, it just didn't really hold much to what these movies were. Or rather, I should say this one or this one. This one, no. But yeah, Michael Keaton reprises his role as Batman. And I think he's a much better Batman in this movie than he is in... Where is it? No, I take it back. He's the best Batman in this movie. But this movie comes second. I would say that in order of like really good movies, I would say this one, this one, this one, and this one's probably the worst of them all. Not gonna lie. This one's really bad compared to the three. But this one's like right up there with it. But if you're gonna get this pack, this 4-pack, I recommend just getting it for this movie. Or you could just buy this movie separately, which is exactly what I have. I love this movie so much that I actually bought it separate. You know, I bought it complete. So I have this one, and I have this one here. That's how much I love this movie. This was the very first time I was ever introduced to Batman. And this movie is so good that, I'll be honest, I think this is one of the best interpretations of the Joker, to me. I feel like this is one of the most, like, the best underrated, as far as, like, the Batman universe is concerned, performances of an actor, of anyone who's ever played the Joker. Well, in a movie. In a TV show, nothing beats the original, which is really old. But this is a very, very, very good movie, at least to me. This is essentially, without the comedy, what the original TV show, the live-action TV show, would be as a movie. Not counting Batman the movie, because Batman the movie was just amazing. Not this one. The original Batman the movie, which like I think it was just like 1940s, something like that. Nothing beats that movie. That movie's like the best Batman movie that I've ever seen. And yes, I have seen it. I just don't have it, sadly. But yeah, this is really good. And speaking of that, I also have this. This right here. I have a lot to talk about this movie. I think I've mentioned this in my DVD collection video, but if for those of you who haven't really seen it, I'll talk about it again. This is the complete 1943 movie serial collection, and this is amazing. This is with Lewis Wilson, and Lewis Wilson plays Bruce Wayne in this TV show. This is a serial. Well, not really a TV show. This is movies, but compiled into, you know, kind of like a set from the original, one of the originals TV show. I love this because I guess the people who released this, which were Columbia, yes, Columbia, with Sony, right here. When they released this, it was really funny because the way that this is, you see this whole sepia tone kind of thing, the way that he looks. Well, they basically made this to try to make it look like Batman Begins, but then people would buy this and find out it's nothing like Batman Begins, nothing like it at all. They made it so that people would try to get it confused. But honestly, it's really good. To me, it's underrated. And what's cool about this is that the Bat logo is actually kind of like this dirty gold. It looks like this dirtyish gold. See, this is how clean gold looks. His logo, you know, the title. But if you open it, look at the Bat logo. I love that. I really like that Bat logo. I think that's like one of my favorite Bat logos I've ever seen. Of Batman, of any Batman at all. I like that. And here's this too. There's Batman and then there's Robin right there. So this is every single one of the movies from 1943, the serial collection. If you guys find this anywhere, even the spine is gold as well with the Batman logo. This is this, just smaller. If anybody finds this, Columbia Pictures, if anybody finds this, buy this. Definitely buy this. You will not be disappointed if you're a Batman fan, if you've never heard of this. Again, this was, I guess nobody's ever heard of this, and people wanted to, you know, the people that made this, I guess, wanted the word out. Hey, look, this exists. You know, we want you to watch it. So they try to make this look like Batman Begins because I guess Batman Begins was coming out on DVD at the time that this was being re-released, I guess. Because, I mean, again, 1943 serial. Yeah, this is really good. If no one's actually ever heard of this, do yourself a favor and look it up. It's called Batman, just type in Batman on YouTube or whatever, 1943 movie serial collection. And you'll see people talking about this. This is, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. I love this TV set. Collection. The movie serial collection. I love this. Very nice. Very nice and, you know, mostly unheard of Batman, a piece of Batman history. Really good stuff. And now, from that, we will move on to down here. Now, over here, you have these two. I have Batman, the complete animated series. Well, not the complete animated series. I only have like volume 1, 2, and 3. But here's volume 1. And I will take this out and show this to you guys. And this is what they look like. So this is Batman, the original animated series. In my opinion, and a lot of people that I've talked to, opinion, best Batman cartoon that has ever existed. Basically. And this was released in 2004, and I believe this was like in 1992. Yeah, 1992. These come in these sets that look like this, right? But when you open them, so you have the episode numbers and things like that. And then you have it on this side as well. 3 and 4. But what's cool about this is that if you open it, there's scenes from the TV show, you know, all behind the DVDs. Over here as well. Pretty cool stuff. There's Clayface. But yeah, I think this is the best Batman cartoon that has ever existed, to me, in my opinion, for sure. Also, hands down, I think this is also the best interpretation. This actually has the best interpretation of the Joker and Harley Quinn, for sure. Now, moving from that, we have this, which is Volume 2. I do have Volume 3 as well, right here. And as you saw, that one was red. This one is blue. And it's essentially the same thing. You get, let me see here, let me put this here. You get disc 1 right there, 2. There's Batman, Riddler, and again, each one has like scenes from the show behind each DVD with the episode lists on each disc. So there's 3 with the Penguin, and then there's 4 right here with Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is definitely one of my favorite characters from the Batman universe. I absolutely love Harley Quinn. So, there's Volume 2 right here. Putting this on with one hand is... Putting this back with one hand is such a pain. So, there's Volume 2. Right here. And I also have Volume 3. Somewhere. But, we're not going to get into that. Coming over here, we have the Batman Beyond here. This is the movie. Whoa. Here's Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. I have this on cassette. If I find this on DVD, I will buy it for sure because I need it. But here's Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. And this movie was good. I'll be honest. This movie was pretty good. Now, unfortunately, I think this is the rated version, you know, with the, I guess this, like, the theatrical version, if this was ever released in theaters. I can't remember. Let me know if this was actually released in theaters. But, yeah, this is the regular version. There's another version that I actually ended up watching with deleted scenes, more actual blood. This doesn't have any blood on it, but I actually did get to see both versions. This one and another version with actual blood, you know, scenes. Yeah, a lot of fighting, especially here, this scene with Terry McGinnis and, you know, what do you call it? Rebirthed, reincarnated. The guy who isn't dead, who thought it was dead but isn't really dead. Joker. Yeah, this scene was really, really good. But sadly, in this version of the movie, you know, there's a lot of cuts, a lot of deleted scenes, not violent or hardcore, as, you know, the unrated version. So get the unrated version if you like all that stuff. But yeah, this is a really, really good. This is a really good movie, and I love Batman Beyond, you know, Terry McGinnis. He's one of my favorite incarnations of Batman for sure. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. And over here, we have Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. This movie is really good. Spoiler alert. Skip ahead if you don't really want to know anything else about this movie and watch it for yourself. But essentially what happens is Batman in this movie gets framed. People think Batman is, basically destroying Gotham City, stealing, hurting people. Batman is he's the bad guy, basically. He's a villain, he's a hardcore villain, and he has guns and stuff like that. Oh, well, not guns, but like smoke and knives and stuff. But that's really not the case. He gets framed by this guy right here. This is the Phantasm. Okay, and what's weird is, spoiler alert, he sounds like a guy, right? He sounds like a guy. But throughout the rest of the movie, you know, at the ending of the movie, you find out it's actually her. Crazy plot twist. But Joker makes an appearance here. And Joker wants to, off the bat, as he calls it, he wants to the Batman. But he finds out that he's completely jealous because he finds out that there's a new player in town, which is the Phantasm. And again, nobody really knows who this person is until you find out it's her. And the Joker and her get into a fight. And it's pretty messed up the way that they that this character fights. There's this one scene where this guy's trying to get out of the car, trying to get out of the I guess he's like a gang member or whatever, and he's trying to leave organized crime, and he's trying to leave this guy because he's being chased by the Phantasm. That's what his name is. He jumps on the car, smoking everything, punches through the window. Guy loses control. It's nuts. Mind you, there's a scene right here where Batman's trying to save him. Mind you, this is in a parking lot in a building that is 6, 7, 8 feet above ground. Jumps through the park. The guy drives, jumps through the parking lot, like flies across the street, hits a building with the car, and basically just bye-bye. This is crazy. This movie is nuts. Yeah, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It's pretty messed up. And yeah, the things that she does while being the Phantasm are very, they're very brutal. But yeah, watch this movie, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Definitely one that I recommend you guys to watch if you haven't seen it. Come on, there you go. Okay. So now, from that, we move to here. There you go. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about right here. No, not these, although I might do a video on these soon, or in the future, or whatever. This is what I was talking about. The animated series, which is the volume 3, which I didn't show. This right here, I will pick that up later. And bang! Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there you go. Everything's falling. But, hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is Batman, the animated series, volume 3. And, yeah, this is the part in purple, as you can see, where he fights Scarecrow, Joker, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to call him. And yeah, again, same deal. It's got a purple theme to it. So there's that. The Mad Hatter. So yeah, this is I'm trying to collect most of the entire Batman series, the entire Batman animated series, and I'm by volume 3. If I ever find volume 4, for sure I'm getting it. No, without a doubt. Give me a few minutes. Three, 2, 1. There you go. Okay, so yeah, this is volume 3 of the original animated series. So I'll just leave this right here. And finally, we've got quite a bit left to go. So after all of that, after all the Batman movies, and these as well, most of the Batman stuff. That's pretty much it. Including Mask of the Phantasm right up here. Right there. As well as the animated series there. Also, almost forgot, while we're on the Batman topic, 2 more stuff to talk about. We got 2 more stuff to talk about. The first is this. This is a Batman spin-off right here. And it's called Birds of Prey. I absolutely love, to me this is a very underrated TV show. I believe this is one of the shows that aired on the CW, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But this is what happened in between, I'm guessing, in between Batman, the animated series, and Batman Beyond. If this is canon. If this is non-canon, I still need to look this up. But if this is non-canon, then ignore everything I just said. Ignore everything I just said. But I really like this show. First off, this show is mainly aimed at girls, and I am currently on disc 2, because I decided to rewatch the show. But this show is mainly aimed at girls, but it's still a great show to watch. It's kind of like a detective crime thing going on, and it has to do with Batman's daughter, Helena Kyle. So this is a what if. This is basically, if this actually is considered canon, it's a what if. What if Selina Kyle, Catwoman, and Bruce Wayne, Batman, got married, had a kid, and this was their kid, which is Helena Kyle. Now, she's the only one of the family who is I guess they call it a metahuman in DC canon, metahuman, where she is a human, but she has the powers of a cat. And she calls herself Huntress, and she kind of dresses like some sort of punk rocker. But either way, this is a good show. And she goes in New Gotham. That's what they call it, New Gotham. Before, this is like Gotham in between the animated series and Batman Beyond, at least to me. And they have Batwoman, who is unfortunately stuck in a wheelchair. Really feel bad for that. But this is kind of like her this is the idea of like an Arkham style, like an Arkham City style. If anybody's actually played Arkham City, you'll understand why. As a matter of fact, in this TV show, it explains how she ended up in a wheelchair. So, being Batwoman. So this here is a basically profile of all the actors and actresses. So this is Ashley Scott, who is Helena. Then you have Dinah Meyer, who's Barbara Gordon, and she also goes by the name Oracle in this TV show. Dinah Lance, which is Rachel Scarston. Shemar Moore, which is Detective Jesse Reese, I guess. Alfred Pennyworth is actually played by Ian Abercrombie. That is awesome. That is awesome. And Mia Sara is Dr. Harleen Quinzel, Harley Quinn. Okay, so this in this version of Birds of Prey, in this version of Batman lore, again, this is after Batman. Batman disappeared, and the only hope Gotham City has is her. So this is a little after Batman, and this is after like the Joker disappeared completely. And Dr. Harleen Quinzel, aka Harley Quinn, is back to being a normal person, and she's back to being a psychiatrist. But what's really weird here is that she, again, going to the relationship between Joker and Batman, you know, and the strange complexity of their relationship, she happens to be the psychiatrist of her. Really weird. Every time she has a problem, she always goes to her for help. So there's that. You know, like a mental breakdown or what have you, she goes to her for help. And the only one, until she actually sees through her, the only one that doesn't really, you know, shows that she doesn't really trust her is Oracle, because obviously she's Batgirl. Great. I really like this show. Really, really like this show. This is a great show, especially for, again, I guess this show was like made more for girls that are fans of Batman and want something for themselves. But guys could actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Enjoy. Guys could actually enjoy this this version of, you know, Dark Knight lore and history and things like that. Also, Clayface makes an appearance in this show, but he doesn't really... I mean, you see him, an actor playing as Clayface, but you don't really, really see Clayface. Not that I know of. And this show actually aired in 2002. I'll be honest. This show was... Again, I guess it wasn't really popular because this show had... 13 episodes, because shows end at 13 episodes. They wasn't really that popular, apparently. But this show starts off with the pilot episode, which aired in 2002, and finished in 2003. So February 19, 2003. So, again, not one of those great shows that I probably recommend anybody to watch. But I really like it. I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was great. Like, really, really great. So here's disc 1. Disc 2, 3, and 4. Great, good series. Also, this has a bonus feature. First off, it has the pilot episode, which is it was never aired. It never made it to TV, like, ever. But the but it also has the web series, which if anybody's actually on YouTube, type in Gotham Girls. This has the complete series of Gotham Girls. This is, if anybody hasn't seen Gotham Girls, it's essentially a comedy that is, it's a cartoon which is made very poorly. I kid you not, it's very poorly. The animation is choppy. It's garbage by today's standards, but it is hilarious. It is really funny. It's got a bunch of jokes. And it has 30 episodes, including the pilot episode. So Gotham Girls, a complete series. And each episode, each episode is actually cut down. Part of the 30 episodes is here. Part of 30 episodes is here. Part of 30 episodes is here. And part of 30 episodes is here. So it's broken down into 4 discs. It's broken down into all the 4 discs along with the actual TV show. So there's something. There's actually something to watch if you actually enjoy. I really like this, very much, very much, and yeah, for sure, for sure. Matter of fact, I'm actually gonna watch this for sure. Leave that there, and we move on to the final piece of Batman things that I have to end this episode off. I've got, let me put everything back. There you go. Leave that there. This Batman Beyond, the complete series. I got this off of Amazon, just like I do everything. And I've never actually sat down and seen, back when I was a kid, Kids WB, you know, when Kids WB was like really big, back in the 90s, early 2000s, I never really was able to watch the entirety of Batman Beyond. And again, Batman Beyond was like a brand new thing. No one's ever heard of it. No one's ever seen it. It's something completely different than the Batman, you know, than the Batman everybody knows. It was new. It was strange. It was new. It was futuristic. It was awesome, actually. You know, my childish mind was blown by DC Comics again. So when this show came out, it took the idea of, again, the movie right there, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. But when this movie came out, it took the idea of the original Batman, the original Bruce Wayne Batman, and kind of flipped it on its head. Batman is now an old man. Bruce Wayne is like now an old man, and you know, he can't do anything. He can't fight crime. He's stuck behind the Bat computer. So they get a new kid to take the mantle, and that new kid is Terry McGinnis. So basically, Terry McGinnis is essentially a kid, a teenager, who is a criminal. And I guess he's wanted by the city or something. He does a lot of crimes. And he lives with his, you find out that he lives with his little brother and his mom. So he's basically a criminal, and he goes to steal, I guess not to steal, but, I don't know what he goes to do. But he goes to do something. Oh, yeah, I know. He actually gets in this gang, this fight with a gang, which are the Jokers. Yeah, go figure. The Joker has created millions of people to follow him, and they created a gang, a street gang called the Jokers, and they all wear makeup, and they all look like different versions of the Joker. So he gets into a fight with the Jokers, and he just runs away. You know, he tries to fight back, but they're too much. So he takes a bike. He drives away. They follow him into the mansion, the Wayne Manor, and Bruce Wayne comes out, and he's an old man. They make fun of Bruce Wayne for being old, and you know your place, old man. Blah 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 blah, and he just beats every single one of them with a cane. That is awesome. That is an amazing way to start your TV show. So yeah, that's the complete series. So here's Batman Season 1, Disc 1, Season 1, Disc 2, Season 2, Disc 1, Season 2, Disc 2, Season 2, Disc 3, Season 2, Disc 4, and Season 3, Disc 1, and Season 3, Disc 2, as well as the bonus features in red. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so this show ended after 3 seasons, and over here, by Season 2, Disc 1, yes, I keep track of everything, but over here, it comes with a little booklet, which I will show that off right now. And here you have Batman Beyond flying, which is really cool. And here's the booklet. So you have Season 1 and the name of the episodes. Season 2 right here, Disc 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Disc 3, Season 3, Disc 1, and Disc 2, as well as the special features and bonus discs. Yeah. By the way, this show is actually set in the year 2039. That's that is weird information because they don't really tell you. You know it's all futuristic, obviously. You know it's futuristic. You know it's like, you know, there's a future Batman. Everything's all high tech and things like that. But they don't really tell you the exact year ever. I don't think the year is actually ever mentioned. If the year is actually mentioned in the series, let me know. Because I don't really think it's mentioned anywhere in the series at all. So the year's 2039. There you go. If you didn't know that, now you do. So, really good, I love that series. Really good iteration of Batman and, you know, the idea of Batman in the future. So, that's basically everything I gotta talk about and that I have of Batman. There, you know, there, over there, down there, right there with my set that just fell off. I will pick that up later. And yeah, that's everything I own Batman related. I used to have a Batman figure, a couple Batman figures, but they broke, sadly. And I don't have anything else Batman related. Except that, I got 2 coin banks. So this is Batman right here. It's all dusty because I never use it. I put it on display. So there's Batman right here, and he looks pretty cool. So there's the coin bank. And I do have, I have them on display up here. The Joker. The Joker is actually really... His face is weird. Yeah, that'll haunt everyone. Every single time you remember this video. I'm kidding. But yeah, this is a very, very strange idea. But it's still pretty... Again, dusty. I don't really use this. I keep it on display. But it's very funny that you actually see a coin bank of Batman and the Joker. Yeah. Still, it's a nice piece of merch to have. So there's everything that I own of Batman, and as far as you know, the TV shows and things like that. So there is my Batman related video. I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time, and I just haven't really gotten a chance to do it. Sorry this video's been too long, so I just wanted to talk about most of the Batman stuff I own. So there is my Batman video, and this came via saying laters.